How you doing? So listen, I was reading this story in the book of Luke, the 18th chapter, where Jesus is telling the disciples a parable of why men should always pray. And he chooses to use a parable that includes an unjust judge and a widow. And he talks about how the unjust judge was someone that didn't fear God or man, and the widow. And it tells of the widow coming before the unjust judge consistently and persistently saying, "Avenge me of my adversary." And then further in the story, Jesus says, "Listen to the words of the unjust judge." And the judge replies and states that although I fear not God or man, because this widow is persistent in bothering me, I will grant her justice. And I thought about how this dynamic that Jesus presented, not only was he telling us to be persistent in our prayer, but he also chose this story so that we can realize that we can approach the Lord boldly and in humility at the same time. The widow was bold because just because she didn't have a man of covering or a son of covering, she was one of the least in society. But she was bold because she understood her position as a citizen. That even though she may have been low in social status, she was still a citizen. And a citizen has rights. That's one thing the enemy always tries to take away from us, the knowledge of our identity. It does not matter. It does not matter where we come from. If we have attached ourselves to Jesus Christ, the Bible tells us in St. John 1 that those who believe, he gave power to become sons of God. We are sons and daughters of the Most High, heirs and joint heirs in the kingdom of God, citizens of heaven. So never forget your citizenship and understand that heaven, the country of heaven, backs you when you go into prayer, and that you have been told to come boldly before the throne of grace. God